We're here in not so sunny Miami. For some reason, it's always hot and sunny, but tonight when we have a big event, Hashem decides to make it rain. We're giving you guys behind the scenes into the life in Miami. Come closer, you gotta show them. We have here beautiful, we have Kriyat Shema Lamita, we have Rabbi Nachman's Tikkun HaKlali, which to those of you who don't know, Rabbi Nachman knew the sod to fixing things that a person has issues with, and he only was revealing the Tikkun HaKlali when he passed away. Then we have prayer of thanks. Those of you who don't know, it's very important to thank Hashem, especially when you're going through a hard time, because the most beautiful gem is a diamond. And how do you create diamonds? Through pressure. Now we have here a box. We're going to give out really beautiful things by the event tonight. And this is what it's like. This is what it's can't speak. This is what it's been like in Miami. And we're going to have some fun tonight. We also have 40 pairs of tzitzit. So those of you who don't know, it's a very important garment to wear. It's for protection. You get mitzvah during the daytime, so you're sitting in the office 1, 2, 3, every second that goes by, I'm getting mitzvah, look at me, I'm becoming so rich, and at nighttime you have protection. And we have USBs. So now we're gonna go set up, and you guys get to have fun, to sit back at home and to relax and to enjoy as we do all the heavy lifting. What you could do is like, comment, and subscribe. And we're gonna go to me speaking right now.
Not going to change you only for now, but will start a journey for the rest of your life. Jordan, you ready?
Zaku Baruch.
Are you ready?
Very excited. Okay, the rabbi said that it's me. It's really not me. It's all Hashem. So first of all, a round of applause to the rabbi. And a special round of applause to Daniel Ben Hamu, who started everything. And last but not least, a special round of applause to ourselves. You know, I recently started learning a very special sefer called Sha'ar Bitachon, and you really see in the sefer how Hashem runs the entire world. So I came here tonight, Hashem sent me, of course, to tell you guys that Hashem really loves you. Because not only are we in the week of new beginnings, like the rabbi said, but we have the rabbi really a beautiful speech. He laid the blueprints for what's about to happen. There's a verse that says, Pitchuli petach shel machad. Hashem is saying, open me the opening the size of a needle, ve'yiftechu lecha pitcho shel olam, and I'll open you the world. Now I know that everyone comes from far to come to the shiur. Some people, I'm pretty sure, don't even live in the Jewish community per se. But we really brought you guys gifts tonight to kickstart the new year and to bring something back with you in order to really connect to Hashem. A couple seconds ago we were singing a song, Mitzvah Gdola L'Yot Besimcha. Besimcha has the same letters as the word machshava. Happiness is truly a mindset. And in order to truly connect to our soul and to detach from this world, we have to fulfill the Torah and mitzvah. God constantly recreates the world. How does He recreate the world? Betuvo. He looks in the Torah and He recreates the world. So what decision do we have? What excuse do we have not to recreate ourselves? So firstly, we want to start by... Rabbi, come. We'd like to start by telling everyone by telling everyone very specially that Shabbat is a very important mitzvah to keep. The pasuk says, Shabbat hi mekor beracha. Shabbat is the source of all blessing. People think in order for me to get married, I have to look for tons of matchmakers or download dating apps. Or in order for me to fix my shalom bayit, I have to pay thousands of dollars to therapists. Or in order for me to make money in the business world, I have to go to college, get degrees, and etc. Yes, do your part, do your hishtadlut. Things are not going to show up to your door. But the source of everything good starts with keeping Shabbat. Because when a person disconnects from this world and observes Shabbat, they are connecting to the source of all the blessing. The more that you keep Shabbat, the more that you eat the amazing food, and you come to shul on Shabbat, and you spend time with your family, and you disconnect from the phone, from the technology, and all the cancer that's being put into our minds, and we truly connect to Shabbat, and not to just connect to Shabbat, but to not think about the week during Shabbat. Don't think about business on Shabbat. Don't think about the stresses of the week. I can promise you from personal experience, to the extent that your Shabbat is going to be beautiful and with Hashem, that's to the extent that the following week is going to be a smooth ride. And from Shabbat to Shabbat our entire life, we should have an easy one. So
it's the biggest segula for zivugim, you know.
There we go.
If you want kala, pene Shabbat nekabela. Very simple. So if you're single, if you're married, Shabbat is the best thing for you. Give you protection, love, happiness, success, and peace of mind. Today in the mindfulness generation, Shabbat is the key.
I know that sometimes you see in lectures, people say, who wants to keep Shabbat? People raise their hands. We don't want to make anybody uncomfortable. But it is very important to speak, because when you speak, you create a vessel that can receive bracha. So we're going to give like 20 seconds. I'm going to turn around with the rabbi. We're going to close our eyes, and we're going to allow everyone to say, Bli neder, I'm going to take upon myself the mitzvah of Shabbat. very important for a Jewish man to put on tefillin each and every single day. Because every single day, like we learned in the Gemara, we have 2 witnesses that come and testify. Were you a Jew that day? During the week, it's tefillin in the brit. Brit is obviously, we know what that is. And on Shabbat, we don't put tefillin, so we keep Shabbat. So it's very important for a Jewish guy to put tefillin each and every single day. Because when you put on tefillin, it's one of the most basic things a person can do. We're not telling you go to shachri, we're not telling you jump, but to buy a pair of tefillin and to start putting it on. If you don't have a pair of tefillin, you could DM me on Instagram, or you can come to me, get my number, and I'll try to help you raise money in order to get tefillin. So we're going to invite another 10 seconds of silence for whoever wants to start putting on tefillin. And the rabbi is going to give another special Misha Barach. You guys should know, you might see my videos and think, oh, this guy is super religious. I don't come from a religious family. I know exactly what it's like. I know exactly how hard it is. So you should know that it's not about being a perfect and being a robot. It's the effort that counts. When Hashem sees that we're putting our heart into the mitzvah and we're putting tefillin because we want to do it, and we're doing mitzvah because we really want to connect to Hashem, that's really what counts the most. So we'll invite another 10-15 seconds of silence. Whoever wants to start putting tefillin, the rabbi will do a special Misha Barach. Now we have the last mitzvah, and then we're going to get to the ladies. We didn't forget about you guys. So now we have the mitzvah of tzitzit. I have a personal story about tzitzit, if I may. It's going to take about 2 minutes to say. I was about 9-10 years old. I just moved to America. I went to a camp in Brooklyn called Camp Sha'arim. Now, the first summer that I was there, they had a trip to go upstate to the mountains. And if you've ever been upstate in Brooklyn, you know that when you start to get upstate and you go on the roads, it's very it's kind of scary. Like if you look down at the bus from the window, it looks like you're about to fall off a cliff. They had a trip one day going upstate to the mountains, and as they were getting to their destination, the bus was turning, and there was a tragic accident where the bus actually tipped over, rolled over, and there was a massive accident. Hatzalah helicopters came in, everything. And this is pretty crazy. 14 people walked out of the bus scratch-free, and 1 person was paralyzed. All the people that walked out scratch-free were wearing tzitzit. So tzitzit is a very special mitzvah, and it's actually crazy because Hashem really loves you guys, and the hashgacha pratit here is insane. I got connected to someone in Miami who sells tzitzit yesterday, and I've been looking since I moved here for a tzitzit supplier. And I'm looking here on the tzitzit, and what does it say, Rabbi?
Chen.
What's this week's parasha in reverse? Noach. So Hashem really wants you guys to. Hashem really wants you guys to wear tzitzit. So we're gonna invite everyone to come up and get a pair. We also have a special donated army color pair. So if you really wanna represent the IDF, tavo alechem habracha. So
יש פה large?
it's large, extra large, small, medium, and you could take one for a friend if it runs out. Same rule. Message me or DM me. I'll get you a pair. I'll pay for it.
Sound of love's marching band, and how they hold you like a gun, and how I sing you like a song I heard when I was young and buried for a night like this.
Okay, we have one last announcement to the girls and to the guys if you want. Baruch Hashem, we're able to get many little handouts, so I'm going to go through each one, explain what it is, what's the importance of doing it. And B'ezrat Hashem, you guys could take, there's tons over there, you could take 50 of them, you could give them out to friends. Everything in that back table is for free, completely, and you could take as many as you want. So the first one we have is Tfilat HaDerech. If anyone ever travels a long way, or if you're going on a flight, you quickly say Tfilat HaDerech, not only are you getting a mitzvah, but you're inviting angels to come and protect you. Next we have Tfilat Todah. We happen to get them actually in French, if anyone speaks French. We have them in Hebrew, we have them in English. This is actually a very important prayer someone started to give out when someone passed away. And if you say the Tfilat Todah, if anyone's going through a struggle in life, you're going through something difficult, and you stop what you're doing and say, Hashem, thank you for my struggle, you have this beautiful Tfilat Todah to instantly break the chain. Because sometimes there's a pasuk that says, Pachat pachati vayetayeni. Hashem, you gave me struggles, you gave me worries, you gave me difficulties in my life, and the purpose of those struggles is to come closer to you. And the best way to come closer to Hashem through your struggle is to thank Hashem for the problem. When you thank Hashem for the problem, you show Hashem, it's not me, it's you. You're in control, and anything that I perceive as bad that's happening to me is actually good in the real lens.
Thank you, Hashem. Thank you, Hashem.
Okay, next thing we have, this is for the men. Next thing we have, this is for the men, is Tikkun HaKlali. So those of you who don't know what Tikkun HaKlali is, you may have seen it around before, but I'll give you a quick history of what it is, because I was actually just in Uman for Rosh Hashanah, so I got the whole rundown. Rabbi Nachman Mibreslov was a special rabbi that lived under 250 years ago. Now during his lifetime, he was able to megaleh, he was able to reveal 10 special chapters of Tehillim, and the rabbis in his generation would beg for him to reveal it. So right before he passed away, he released the Tikkun HaKlali, which translates to the general remedy. So if a person is going through any type of worry or struggle or fear, whatever it is, Rabbi Nachman promises if you read the Tikkun HaKlali, it's a very good remedy in order to cure your soul. We have Tikkun HaKlalis in the back, you can take them and give them out to a friend. Next thing we have is the Igeret HaRamban. To those of you who don't know what this is translates to the letter of the Ramban. The Ramban, Nachmanides, not Rambam, which is Maimonides. The Ramban had a son that went to prison, and he wrote him this letter in order to remind him that he's a Jew, and don't forget who you are when you're in this difficult time period. It's promised in the Igeret Ramban that whoever reads it once a week is promised to get whatever they ask for. And on top of that, I started reading this and I see miracles in my life. There's many beautiful musars in here, like when a person, like I'll give you an example. It says in the Igeret, when a person goes throughout his day, his heart should be up, but his eyes should be down. You know, many times in religion we think that we're supposed to look down and be robots. Hashem wants us to have high self-esteem and to have high confidence for ourselves. We don't need to look around at the world and what everyone else has and to compare it, etc. So it's very recommended to take this upon yourself. And like we said earlier, Pitchuli Petach Shel Machat, even reading the Igeret Ramban can completely transform your life. And the last thing we have is Kriyat Shema al Amitah. This is the Shema you say before bed. It's promised that if a person reads Kriyat Shema al Amitah and then in their own words speaks to Hashem and asks for something, there's a very good chance that if you believe in your tefillah, you believe in what you're asking Hashem, that you're going to get it. And that's really it. Everyone can go in the back and they can take whatever it is.